What's up, guys? Welcome to Jigo's Archive. I'm Jigo, and today we're gonna be studying the Russian language, the accusative, case, nominative, conjugation, and other stuff. Yeah, but first of all, I would like to say that I've given up on Polish because it's a nightmarish language, and I thought over the reasons that I had to learn Polish, and there weren't that many reasons to learn Polish. And well, because in that first video you couldn't really hear much of what I said. I'm gonna be speaking with the microphone really close to my face like this, and then you can understand things better. So yeah, let's go for it. Давай.
So I've got my Russian notebook here. Кириллица на русский. And we're gonna start with the possessive nouns. Because this is something that I need to revise. I don't remember much of them, honestly. The possessive pronouns in Russian. The possessive pronouns are divided in two groups. First group, only one thing is possessed. Book, which is possessed by one person, my book, or many people, our book. Now the second group is many things are possessed. Books, which are possessed by one person, my books, or many people, our books. That's a rather complicated explanation. One thing possessed. Мой, моя, моё. Мой is masculine, моя is feminine, and моё is neuter. Твой, твоя, твоё. Его, её. Наш, наша, наше. Ваш, ваше, ваше. Их. And I personally confuse the pronunciation of ich with the pronunciation of ich in German because they sound very similar. It's like a really close, kind of close actually, kind of, not really, but just kind of close sound, like the ich and the ich. It's like ich, ich. Sort of, really sort of. So there are a few examples such as это мой фильм, это моя книга, это моё красавище. So now more than one thing is possessed, which is the second group, is мои, твои, его, ее, наши, ваши, их. Yeah, so it is important to notice that there's a little difference in pronunciation when you say мой, мои, for example. There is that little thing over и краткой, right? So think of that thing as an accent that will emphasize the stress on o. So you say мой. All right, it is мой. Yeah, just think of a displaced sign that emphasizes stress, right? At least this is the way I think, and it works. Now, the other word is мои, and you notice that it is written with и, not with и краткое. All right. So that one you read мои. So the one with the accent you read мой. The one without the accent you read мои. Мой, мои, мой, мои, мой, мои. Just to clarify, an example. Это мои фильмы. Это мои книги. Это мои красавицы. All right. So there's this website that I found, which is called Russian for Free. You just click here, and here it is. Learn Russian for free. It's a really nice website with a list of courses, which learn basic stuff in Russian. So let's start revising the accusative. Accusative. Винительный падеж. Падеж means case. Okay, so the website brings a lot of dialogues. I'm not gonna play them, nor will I read them. I'm just gonna go straight to the Russian grammar. The accusative case is divided in inanimate and animate nouns. This is also something that exists in Polish, right? In Polish there's the inanimate masculine and the animate masculine, but so the inanimate noun is singular, the accusative masculine is just like the nominative masculine, the accusative neuter is just like the nominative neuter, and the feminine has unique endings. Now for the inanimate nouns in plural, the accusative is just like nominative for all three genders. So yeah, the accusative case normally is the easiest case apart from nominative, of course. In like every case language, masculine no endings because, like we said, nominative equals accusative. Это мой стол. Nominative. Я вижу мой стол. So, like I was explaining, right, like I said about the краткое here, there's this accent, it is just kind of displaced. So instead of мои, you say мой. I don't know, guys, it works for me. So now the feminine has у, ю. Это моя книга. Я вижу мою книгу. Neuter, no endings, because nominative equals accusative. Okay. Это мое окно. Я вижу мое окно. Now the plural, это мои столы. Я вижу мой столы. And this is very hard to make. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. In fact, I think my pronunciation in Russian is actually way better than in Polish. But anyway, this letter requires a lot of practice as well. Feminine, это мои книги. Я вижу мои книги. Это мои окна. Я вижу мои окна in neuter. So yeah, it's pretty easy because the only real change that there is here is the feminine, which turns into u or you here in книгу. Right. So that's the very only change that you see in the accusative case for inanimate nouns, right? It only changes for the feminine form in singular. The rest is just the same as a nominative. Next lesson is given in dialogue here for animate nouns now. Now you see there are some changes. So masculine, я, это мой брат, я вижу моего брата. Это моя собака, я вижу мою собаку. I don't know about you guys, but at least for me, it's really weird that dog is feminine. Like, I don't know, guys, I just find it really weird that dog is feminine. Like, dog, feminine, собака. Anyway, собака. So neuter, since there are very few animate neuter nouns, so they're not covering it in this course. So I searched for it on the internet, and it really is pretty rare to find neuter animate nouns, and they're basically for mythical creatures and other bizarre stuff. So masculine of ей. Это мой братья. Я вижу моих братьев. Это мой собаки. Я вижу моих собак. This is kind of weird as well because in my head E is plural, but it's not really what happens here. They just take the E out here and it's plural. But anyway, future, same situation. Lesson 3, accusative part 3. This website is really good. So now the adjectives. You know, the adjectives kind of follow a pattern in Russian. It's pretty good, pretty easy. Like especially if you compare to German, because in German the adjectives just don't follow the case and you just have to memorize them. It's a bit hard. Not much, but it's a bit hard. Okay, so adjective plus inanimate noun is singular, and adjective plus inanimate noun in plural. Because if masculine equals nominative masculine, neuter equal accusative nominative, okay, feminine, and is unique, and accusative is nominative for genders. Yeah, that's it. Это мой новый стол. Я вижу мой новый стол. Right? Nominative equals accusative. Feminine. Ую. Ю. That's kind of funny. Ую. Ю. Это моя интересная книга. Я вижу мою интересную книгу. So, интересная changes to интересную. Это мое большое окно. Я вижу мое большое окно. Same thing. Now in plural. Это мои новые столы. Я вижу мои новые столы. Это мои интересные книги. Я вижу мои интересные книги. Это мои большие окна. Я вижу мои большие окна. So now we move on to the animate noun, both in singular and in plural. And now here you see there's something different, right? Something changed, boys, something changed. Accusative masculine equals genitive masculine. Here, in plural, accusative equals genitive for all genders. In feminine, its endings are unique to the accusative. So feminine is the different one, right? I don't know, guys, but I think this is very useful because when I'm going to learn the genitive, we'll already have learned its form because it is just like the accusative. So I think that's good. I think that's good. What do you guys think? I think it's really good. I don't know, it might be an advantage. So, ovo его, это мой добрый брат. Я вижу моего доброго брата. Femin you. Just again. Это моя маленькая собака. Я вижу, я вижу мою маленькую собаку. Plural. Это мой добрый братья. Я вижу моих добрых братьев. Это мои маленькие собаки. Я вижу моих маленьких собак. Okay, now as I was saying, there's a certain pattern, right? You see, it is я вижу мою интересную книгу. Я вижу мои новые столы. Моих маленьких, моих добрых братьев, моего дурого, его, ово, ую, у. See, there are certain patterns, so it might not be that hard, you know. Yeah, it is important to check these dialogues as well because there's just much content in that. So it's like really good. You should totally check these dialogues out. They're kind of weird and random, but it's good. They're good. So that's it, guys. I hope you could hear something that I said in this video, and до свидания.